Good morning, students. Let's continue our chapter number 3, cell, with the topic cytoplasm. Students, what is this cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a homogeneous, colorless, liquid-like structure, students. And where it is found? It is found between the cell and the plasma membrane of the cell. Students, it is translucent, granular, semi-fluid. Okay. What is the function of it? Student, it contains many living parts. What are they called? They are called cell organelles. And some non-living parts are also there. They are called cell inclusions. Students, cytoplasm stores many chemicals that are essential for the life. Students, cytoplasm also supplies proper nutrition to the cell organelles, and it is the site for the most of the chemical reactions that are taking place within the cell, students. Now we will see, students, about the cell organelles. Students, all the living cells contain many membrane bound living structures scattered in the cytoplasm. What are they called? They are called cell organelles, as I have told you now only. Okay. They have definite shape and structure, students, and they perform some definite function within the cell. Here we will study about some important cell organelles. First of all is mitochondria. Students, in singular form we say it mitochondrion. Mitochondria, students, are tiny bodies of shapes like rod shape, round shape, oval, and it is distributed uniformly in the cytoplasm of the plant cell as well as it is in the animal cell. This mitochondria, students, chondrion, is enclosed by a double membrane. Okay, you are seeing here in this structure. Okay, it is enclosed by a double membrane. This inner membrane is having some folds, finger-like projections are there, students. These are called cristae. Okay, and some liquid is also filled in the inner membrane of the mitochondria, that is called, students, matrix. So what is the function of mitochondria? First of all, that they perform the respiration within the cell. And mitochondria, students, convert the chemical energy contained in the food into a form of energy that a cell can use to perform its function. That is why it is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. Underline this, students, that mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. It is important. Now, students, we will study about ER, endoplasmic reticulum. Students, it is an irregular network of the tube-like structure and it is distributed throughout the cytoplasm. Students, at some places it connects the plasma membrane with the nuclear membrane and transport useful substances. Endoplasmic reticulum, students, this ER is of two types: smooth ER and rough ER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, students, has many fine granules and they are called what? Ribosome. Which endoplasmic reticulum is having this? Rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. What is the function of this ER? They form a supporting skeletal framework of the cell, students, and they provide a pathway for the transport of nuclear material from one cell to another within the cell, students. Now, students, this I will show you the picture of ER, endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. So now let's come to the Golgi body, students. Students, these are the stacks of flat membranous sacs and they are found near the nucleus of most of the animal cells. They are bounded by a smooth double membrane, students, and the main component of this is what? Cristae and vesicles. The cristae are stacked one over the other and the vesicles are the budded outgrowths of cristae. Students, what is the function of it? Golgi bodies, students, are the secretory cell organelles, and they secrete what? Proteins, hormones, and enzymes. Now students, come to the next cell organelle, lysosome. Students, these are the sac-like cell organelles and they are found in animal cells and some specific plant cell. What is the function of it? Student, it is very important, this lysosome. Why? Because it protects the cell from the harmful foreign bodies. Okay, by how? By engulfing them. Okay, that they eat these foreign bodies. Now centrosome. Student, centrosome is a minute and non-membranous body. Where it is found? It is found near the nucleus of animal cells only. Okay, plant cell do not contain centrosomes. Underline this, students, that plant cells are not having any centrosomes. What is the function of this? That it initiates what? Cell division in the cell. Now comes the students, we will talk about the plastids. Student, plastids are disc shaped, okay, living cell organelles, and they are found in whom? Plant cell. Okay, they are bounded by double membrane and they are having some pigments. There are three types of plastid, students, in the plant cell: leucoplast, chromoplast, and chloroplast. One by one we will study about them. Leucoplast. First, student, these are colorless plastids and they are found in the underground storage parts, where like roots and in some modified stems also. These leucoplast, students, store food prepared by the plant in the form of what? Starch. Some leucoplast, students, also store what? Fats and proteins also. What about chromoplast, student? These are colored plastids, okay, other than green colored ones. Okay, other than what? Green colored ones. And they are present mostly, students, in the petals of the flower and in the pericarp of the fruits. Now students, chloroplast. Student, these are green colored plastids which contain green color pigment, and what is that called? You know very well, chlorophyll. Student, chloroplast trap the energy of the sun. Okay, the green color of the leaves and soft stem is due to the presence of chloroplast in them. A chloroplast, students, had two parts: granum, a pile of flat green solid bodies, and stroma. What is that called? Liquid matrix. Now students, this is the chloroplast. I will show you. Okay, granum, what is that? Two parts it is having: a pile of flat green solid bodies, and stroma, which is inside that liquid matrix. Now students, we will talk about vacuoles. What is the vacuoles? Students, these are the membrane. They are membrane bound, non-living, fluid filled spaces present in the cytoplasm of the cell. The membrane that binds a vacuole, what is that called? That is called tonoplast. Okay, students, in plant cell, large vacuole is found. If vacuoles are present in an animal cell, okay, they may be very small and they may be temporary. So what is the function of vacuoles, students? These vacuoles, students, store excess of water, pigments, and waste products. They maintain the turgidity of the cell, and they store dissolved substances also. Students, in animal cell, vacuoles are absent, and if they are present, they are very small and numerous in number. Okay, students. Students, here are some different here animal cell and plant cell, as I have shown you before also. So these are the differences, students, between the plant cell and an animal cell. Have a look on this. I will show you. Okay. and here are cell organelles that are common in what both plant and animal cell and their functions also. Okay, so students, we will continue our video tomorrow. Thank you.